So I need to come up with like an opening line that, you know, is catchy and like brings people in to watch the video. So I'm going to try a couple of them here and see how they go, okay? Here we go. What's up, guys?
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 What's up, you guys?
What is up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Guys, what's up?
What is up?
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys. What? Mort? Welcome to Mort's Garage. I am so thankful that you're here. There's a helicopter flying overhead right now. I got a lot to talk about today. I went to the swap meet this morning, and I went to a couple different ones, but I went out of order. I'm gonna go to the swap meet I don't normally go to on Sundays on a Sunday.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
I'm not sure how that's gonna go, especially starting out, but you're gonna see how it goes because that's what I'm making this video for. So I started to walk through the aisles looking for things, and literally the first sort of half of the swap meet is completely barren. There is nothing. I'm thinking it was a mistake to come here today, and I literally don't see any of the people I normally see. So either that's a good thing because it's more for me, or it's a bad thing because they were already there earlier in the morning and they got everything and I'm just out of luck. So I'm walking through the swap meet and I end up at the very back corner of it and I see my first games, and it's a bunch of Wii games that I have no interest in. And some VTech little random sort of things. I keep walking through and I see Sonic 06. Now I know Sonic 06 is notorious for being one of the worst video games that Sega ever has made, particularly the Sonic games, and that is saying something, especially with the later generations.
How dare you, sir?
But I go over to look at what's there, and there's two games that have my interest. One is Sonic Tennis, which is a great tennis game, and I love the arcade tennis style, Virtua Tennis, you know, Mario Tennis style games that are easy to pick up and play. But I check, and I already have it in the collection, so I'm leaving it behind. I go to open Sonic 06. Thought we had Sonic 06, but it's Sonic Unleashed. So I leave it there, and I'm really regretting my choice. I almost literally was like, why am I here? Keep walking up, and over to my left, I see a blue Nintendo Wii U case. Well, this makes me really happy. Walk over to the stack of DVDs that it's on top of. It's in front of a sign that says DVDs $1. A lot of times DVD resellers don't really care if it's a game or if it's a DVD. They're going to just sell it for $1 or whatever. So I'm stoked. It's a Wii U game. I pull it up and it's NBA 2K13. Now, NBA 2K is not a series that has a lot of value, that holds a lot of value for a long time on every console except for the Wii U, because on the Wii U, it was the only basketball simulation game ever released for the system. For $1, I'm thinking, I'm in. Great, I got a little find this morning. That's great. So I go to take it to the guy and he goes, oh, I'm sorry, that is not $1, that's $5. And then he's looking around and he goes, oh, it's a Nintendo Wii U game. Sorry, that's $20. But then I continue down the same aisle, and off to my right is 4 stacks of PS3 games. Now this is really cool because PS3 games have really been rising in value lately, and they're in that sort of spot where if you don't get them right now, their value is becoming really high. So I look through the stack of games, and a lot of common titles, Call of Duty's, Uncharted, stuff that's normally about $5 a game in terms of the value. Okay. So as I'm looking through the games, I then find a bunch of games that I'm interested in taking home with me. First game I see that I'm going to take home is Turok on the PS3. Now, I have this on the 360 already. It's a good shooter, but if you were to call it anything other than Turok, I mean, you could literally keep the same game and call it, you know, Dinosaur shoot gun, then it would be even more mediocre than it already kind of is. It's a good game if you like first-person shooters. This one's complete, and I grew up on the N64 era, as you can see, and I love the Turok games on that console. So when you play this and it doesn't really retain much to thread it through to those games except for the name, you know, it's worth checking out if you can get it for cheap, but you know. The next games that I grab are the SmackDown games, 2008 and 2011. Some of these SmackDown games really do hold a lot of value still to this day. Also, Minecraft on the PS3. This is also not a game that has ever lost any value. People still love to get Minecraft on their PS3 and Xbox 360.
I'm gonna triple jump this monkey.
And then I see a couple of games that really catch my interest. The first one is the Spider-Man game, Edge of Time. These Spider-Man games are really climbing in value. I'm not really sure why. They're Marvel Activision games. I don't think they have low print runs or anything, but the Spider-Man character is just so popular. I don't know much about this game. I don't know if it's any good, but I know that value-wise, in my head, I was like, they're around 40 bucks each, I believe. And so I'm gonna see if I can snag this for a good deal. And then Spider-Man Web of Shadows. This game is also complete. I do a quick eBay search and I'm seeing prices like $40, $50 or so. And so I'm like, oh, cool, you know, great deal. And then Bleach, Shattered Blade. And then as I'm bringing the games over to the vendor, he also has this. It's a Sony brand PS3 DualShock 6-axis controller. All this stuff I go over and I'm like, how much for this stack, sir?
Yes, okay.
How much?
How many are there?
6 plus the controller.
The controller.
Looks through everything, and as he's adding up,
Son 7 juegos y el control. What about... What's the price? What did I pay for it?
40 bucks. 40 for everything? Yeah. I'll do it. Yeah, thanks. This made my morning. Okay, that was awesome. I when they say different prices, I was like, so awesome score. Very happy. So I grabbed these games and I'm off to see what else the swap meet has for the morning. The next spot that I go to, I walk up to it and there's a PlayStation 3. Do you know if it works?
Yeah, it works.
It works?
Yeah.
Okay. On top of it are also two other things. One is this PlayStation Move controller. There's two different versions of the PlayStation Move controller, just so you know. One of those versions is this one. This is the PS3 one. You can tell because there's a white symbol on the front here. The other one has a black symbol, and the bottoms are a little bit different here on the edge. They are functionally no different, technologically no different. Just be aware of that. Also, we had this controller with the system, and there's two games as well. One of them is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's the vanilla version. It's not Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then also Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. But wait, there's more. This is a Sony brand authentic component cable that is for the PS3, although it is also for the PS2, and I believe the PS1 it works as well, just the same. The Sony brand version of this can go for a few bucks, and if you ever see these, they're worth picking up. I use a set of PS3 component cables for my PS2 on my CRT television, and that I feel like looks really great. I also use it on a plasma screen from about 2005, 2006. I know that there are HDMI solutions out there that work great for people, but I like to use original brand stuff where I can. All of this stuff, the vendor says, I want 60 bucks for all of it. Looking at the value of it, okay, well, what if, you know, something's broken or whatever? Would you do 50? 50? Yeah? Awesome. Sold. Was so thankful for the deal that I was given to be able to score this sweet little system, couple of games, and those component cables. So I'm all done with swap meet number 1, and it's time to go to swap meet number 2. Really excited about those Spider-Man games. That first Spider-Man game, the Edge of Time, I believe it was, like a $40 game, and the other one, Web of Shadows, I think also like a $40 game. Hey, Mort. Yeah? It's me, Mort. Listen, Web of Shadows is actually like a $140 game. What? I'm not lying, bro. Hang on, check your phone, check eBay. Look, I stopped lying to you years ago. I've done a lot of personal growth work since. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel's top. Oh, are you annoyed by people like me who keep asking you for video games?
No, not really, especially you.
Ah.
Actually, I enjoy your company. You guys stopping by and actually buying stuff from me.
Usually if you get to the swap meet anytime after 8:30 or 9, most of the stuff's already picked through for gaming and for collecting. But you know, we'll see. There's stuff hidden, you just gotta look where other people aren't looking. The first place that I end up at is a reseller's booth. Now last time I was there, I picked up some games from him and found a great deal on a few different games, one of which I went for again. This is Pine View Drive. It is brand new, factory sealed, and he looks at the sticker and he goes, it says 15 on it, as you can see, and he goes, okay, 12 bucks. I'm like, sure. You can find the PAL region versions on eBay all day, but this NTSC version, this is a bit harder of a game to come by. I sold my last copy of this brand new sealed on eBay in about a week for 50 bucks. 100% I'm in on this all day. Also at his booth, I noticed a super beat up Game Boy game, and I noticed that it was the bottom logo or sticker of Street Fighter 2. I'm just curious about how this game plays. I've never played it before. The seller wanted, I think $15 for it, which is a little more than I wanted to pay. I probably would have done that if the label was really clean, but the label was half chewed off, which is fine. But there's so many ways to play the games that it's not going to be really that worth it for me as a curiosity. And also, if the label's that bad, I'm just skeptical if the game is going to work at all. $5 or something like that, I would have certainly gotten it. 15, I'm going to pass for now. Walk up to another booth, and there's these N64 games sitting there. Now, initially, the seller said, hey, I want 10 bucks for each of those games. You can see that the labels are in rough shape, but they are authentic N64 games, and N64 is a great console to collect for, and a tough one to collect for as well. So I start to walk away, and the seller goes, hey, I'll do $5 each on those. And I haven't made an offer or anything, he just says, I'll do $5 each. I'm not that interested in them, and as I start walking away, I look up some of the value of these, and I'm like, I'll do 5 each. I'll do 5 each. San Francisco Rush, Extreme G, and Gex. Extreme G is a great racing game. The frame rate is really bad. It can be really tough to go fast because things just slow down. The console can't really keep up with it. Nostalgically, it was one of my favorite games on the console. I played it constantly. I loved this game back when it came out. The San Francisco Rush game, I wanted to love, but I could only like. Just something about it kind of alienated me, even though there's so much about it that was fun. It was Rush 2 that really won me over, and then Rush 2049 is my favorite racing game of all time. And then this Gex game, Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko, is a little bit harder to find on the N64 than the original Gex 64. I think the character of Gex is a little irritating.
Well, partner, this level ain't big enough for the two of us.
The PS1 version of that game has like an overload of dialogue and quips.
I love the smell of bug spray in the morning.
That are more grating than enjoyable.
You laughing at me? So you think I'm funny? I entertain you?
And as far as platformers go, there's much better you can do from that era and that generation.
I developed it myself. Yes, sir, this is my ticket upstairs. You know, for kids.
One of my favorite games from the PS3, PS4 kind of transition era generation was the Tomb Raider game. I can't help but compare it to the Uncharted series. My quick summary is that Uncharted tells the better story, but Tomb Raider was more fun to play. This game was brutal as well, like serious caution, especially with kids around. It was sort of uncomfortably brutal at times. But this is something I hadn't seen before. I have the PS4 version of it that is really cool. It goes for about 20 bucks or so. I just think the setup and the steelbook and all this is really cool. I literally didn't know it existed. I don't know if this is a pre-order bonus or what it was, but for $5, I'm taking it.
Skills.
So I walk up to this other booth and I notice an Xbox 360 and also the PS3 there. What would you do for these and both of these? Now, here's the thing with PS3s. There's 3 different versions of it, and one of those versions has 2 different internals into them. The original PlayStation 3 fat versions are notoriously unreliable. They will break on you if they haven't already, especially the backwards compatible model. So that was versions 1 and 1.5 of the PS3, the fats. And then there's like the Ultra Slims, which is there's like a sliding top on it to put your disc in. I think those ones feel cheap. The PS3 version between those 2 models was this one. The same form factor PS3 I found earlier. This one was a lot cleaner, and the seller also insisted it works. I'm still taking the risk every time because it might have worked when they tried it and it doesn't work anymore. There's no controller initially, and then as I'm digging through his stuff, I found a PS3 controller. It is authentic Sony brand. And then he also had this matte Xbox 360, which has the 250 gigabyte hard drive. If you're not sure how to find that, you pop open the bottom. It's literally, you don't need tools or anything. And you should be able to see, like right here, it says 250 gigabytes, how big the hard drive is. He also insists that this works as well. Comes with an authentic Microsoft Xbox 360 controller. Also, the back plate is there as well. But wait, there's more.
Nah. One $10 for that one. $10. Okay. Give me $35 each one. So that's $30.
Another Minecraft. This one is on the Xbox One. It goes for about 20 bucks. He was asking 10 for it. NFL Street, like most Xbox games, this one is in 480p. It looks a little better. It looks a little sharper. And if you have an original Xbox, this will look really good on modern displays, depending on how you display it. Simpsons Road Rage. This is essentially Crazy Taxi, but with The Simpsons. I mean, it's almost shameless how much it rips off Crazy Taxi. This is a cheap game. It's about $10 in terms of value, typically. Also, Spartan Total Warrior. I had heard of this game when it came out and kind of slept on it. I don't know, aesthetically, it sort of looks exactly like Rise, Son of Rome, or the Capcom game. I forget what that was called. Nonetheless, I'm gonna give this a try. I think this is more of a beat 'em up style game as opposed to Gladius, which is more of an RPG. Worth checking this one out. We'll see if it's any good. And then Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy. This was a game that was pretty easy to find back in the Xbox's original life cycle. It got great reviews, but it just didn't sell great, and it still doesn't have much value. But if you're looking for a good third-person action game, this is a good one to get. 110 for everything was what I ended up paying, and I felt like I got a great deal. And I'm back here looking for just more games to see what's there at this reseller's booth, which is a place I've bought from many times before, will buy from many times again. Love this guy, always gives me great deals. I'm digging through his stuff, and I'm not really finding much that's really interesting me today. But as I continue to look through, I notice that all his Wii U stuff is out. So I'm digging through his stuff. I notice that he's got Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I go to pick it up, and it's sealed, and the price on it's $35. It's a steal of a deal, so I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Grabbed it, but as I'm digging through, there's not one copy, there's 2 copies. There's not 2 copies, there's 3 copies. There's not 3 copies, oh no, there are 4 copies. So I'm editing the footage for this episode right now, and yeah, I see it. I can't believe I missed it, but yeah, I see it. 4 copies of Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Nintendo Wii U. All of them are sealed and in great condition. Was really thrilled with being able to find these. 35 bucks each, paid 140 for everything. Didn't even try to haggle or anything or try to get a lower price. After all of that, after all of those finds for the morning, I felt like I had a killer morning. It was a lot of fun. You tell me, what did you find? I would love to know. I would love to hear more. If you've got a YouTube channel, or if you've got a place where you're posting your finds, let us all know so we can enjoy and celebrate with you. Hey, it can't end yet. What about your find of the week? Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Complete with the manual. Whoa. Look at that. It's a manual. The disc is upside down, but it also goes right side up too. Clean. Look at the spine. Web of shadows. That's incredible. Okay, that time it went on a little too long, I agree.